What's going on, everybody? Hope everybody's having a great day. It is Wednesday. I want to make a video on how much it takes really to get started in investing in cars, trucks, maybe even jet skis, whatever it is you may want to do. But how much is the right amount to invest with? I want to give you a general understanding on what you need to do and what steps and action you need to take with the amount of money that you have. How much you can actually, get away with and make, $500 to $1,000 to $1,500 safely and done the right way. I'm going to steer you and, be the most honest I can be with the amount of money you're going to spend. I'm going to start with $1,000, $1,000 to $2,000. If you have $3,000, I'm going to do pros and cons with all those. So $1,000, $2,000, and then $3,000. So we're gonna get right into it right now. Let's go. All right, what's going on, everybody? Let's get right into it. Let's talk about why or how you are able to make money, even if with $1,000, $2,000, $3,000, whatever it may be. Yes, it does seem skeptical to think $1,000, like, holy crap, I can't make money. I promise you, you can still make money in some sort of way, fashion, whatever it is may be. Yes, you need to be more skeptical. Yes, I do agree that it is way more risky with just $1,000 to try and flip your first car, truck, dirt bike, four-wheeler, whatever it is. And yes, I am in my truck. So bear with me. I am filming because I don't want to wake anybody up inside. I'm doing this late at night. I was going to film this earlier, but I'm sorry. I just want to get this point across. I had this message in the group chat, and I want to answer it as soon as possible before I forget. So let's jump right into it. With $1,000, can you turn $1,000 into $2,000 simply, quickly? Yes, absolutely you can. But you have to remember that you are buying a $1,000 vehicle, a $1,000 product. You do have to be careful when you go and buy a $1,000 car. There is a reason why it is $1,000. It could be high miles. You want to hope that it's high mileage. You want to be very, very careful if you only have $1,000 to invest because you can't afford to lose anymore. But it also is easier to double your money with $1,000 than it is with $2,000 or $3,000. So there's a pro. You're able to double your money much, much, much quicker with $1,000, but it's a lot more risky is the con. So you have to be very, very, very skeptical when you go and do this. Is it better to have $1,000 or $2,000? The answer is pretty obvious. $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 is always better, but it is much more satisfying. It was for me. It was for my brother. It was for my friend. When they had $800, $1,000, $1,200 to turn $800 to $1,000 into $1,900 to $2,200 to $2,300 on their first flip. Way, way more satisfying because they work so hard to save up $20 at a time, $100 at a time to get to that $800 to $1,000 point. And then when they're able to just buy one thing and deal with one person and, wait for them to text you and come to you and pick this thing up and double the money that they spent 3 months or 2 months or even just a month saving, it was so satisfying and so cool for them to do. And it changed the way that they thought. But you do have to be much, much, much more careful when you're doing, stuff with $1,000 or, $800 or $1,200. So there are pros and cons to it. Just be very, very careful with $1,000, but it is very possible. My first flip, I spent $600 on a dirt bike, sold it for $1,100, and I got to enjoy it and I got to drive it, but I sold it in the same week, 2 weeks, and I doubled my money. And I worked so hard to save. I remember I worked so hard to save up just $600, and it blew my mind how easy it was if I was patient, calm, and made sure I checked everything out and did my research before, how easy I was able to turn $600 into $1,100. It was insane. Now, with $2,000, what are the benefits that you're going to have over the $1,000 guy? You are going to have a better quality car, better potential to get a quality car. You still have to be just as cautious with $3,000. But you can either buy, 2 cars for that or 2 things to flip for that, or you can get more of a quality car. So you basically have a better chance of, not getting a bad deal with it. But if you're patient on both, you can totally profit on both. Typically something with $2,000 or in the $2,000 range is going to be older. You're going to want it to have more mileage. When you're spending $2,000 and you have something with low miles and it's $2,000, it's almost always too good to be true. I don't even try and find deals like that, because I know that they're either scams or there's something hidden that they're not telling me. But with $2,000, it is very easy to jump up to 3,200. It is also, less likely for you to have an issue you didn't know about with $2,000 or $3,000. So $2,000 is a great point to start. I think that that is the very, very safe minimum. I think that, your guidance is still needed with $2,000, but I don't think it's near as much as 1,000. If you have 1,000, you can't afford to lose it. You can, buy something for 2 and sell it for 18, and you lost, $200, but still, you're still in the game. You're still okay. With $1,000, you can't afford to lose $200, $300, $400 because it's almost half your money. That's the benefit with $2,000. They're both totally doable. You just have to approach them in different ways. With $3,000, you're in a very good range for used cars. You're getting, the 2000 to 2004 to 2005 model, items, and you're getting them with higher mileage, but they're still going to be pretty quality cars. Like, honestly, to some people are definitely going to disagree with what I just said, but to most, you can get because you're going to be searching for $4,000 items and then try and negotiate down to $3,000. So realistically, you're getting a $4,000 to $4,500 to $5,000 thing for $3,000. That's why I'm saying that it is very possible to get a quality item, quality vehicle, truck, dirt bike, side by side, whatever it is may be, and do very well with it and get those big gaps jumping up, turning that 3 into 45 and that 45 into 65. So yeah, that's really the 3 different things. So $1,000 can be very risky, but can be very rewarding if you're very cautious. $2,000 can be extremely rewarding. You have to still be pretty cautious, but it is very doable. You have open to more options. $3,000 is that sweet spot to me. I've had tons of success with it. So, $3,000 is an amazing point to start at. You can afford to, take a loss if you had to. I'm talking worst case scenario. In the group chat, we definitely strive to not take a loss. Yet we have yet to have someone take a loss. We've had someone, make only like $200 or $300, but hey, that's still profit. They are learning. It was their first flip. So yes, that is the whole point of, what basically I've got this question, do you need 1,000, 2,000, 3,000? There's no right answer. It's just, how cautious and how much time you're willing to spend on the research before the investment. So I hope this video helps you guys. If you guys have ever wanted to learn how to flip your first vehicle, or just join a community that has this same environment, this same passion on anything that they do, and they just know the market to the T, up to date, real time, click that link below. It is flippingwheels.net. It is super cool. Take a second to learn how Jolie made, turned $1,000 into $5,000 flipping vehicles, items, whatever it is. In the first 2 months, she was struggling to, to save up $1,000, and now she's got 5 times her money. The profit margins are insane in this market, so check that out. If you guys want to ask me any questions online, you can follow me or Caleb on Instagram. We would love to follow you. It would be greatly appreciated to, join this community. Join me on Instagram, follow me, share with me your success story, and I would love to get back with you and give you a thumbs up. So give me a thumbs up, subscribe, like, whatever you want to do. Comment what you think about this. Let me know. Thank you guys so much.